All right, good morning, day 2. Hi, this is Steve, and I am doing a 90-day video challenge for myself. I'm working on increasing my health and using this video challenge as a way to jumpstart my YouTube channel because I blog over at the Stephen Thompson Revolution, and I also podcast at the Stephen Thompson Experience, which is on Apple Podcasts and Podbean. I've been working on consistency, and I've consistently blogged for over 104 weeks using a writing group that I belong to. It's part of a program I did called Alt MBA, and I also podcast also with friends from the Alt MBA program, which is run by Seth Godin. So for me, I am a consistent person, and YouTube is something that we've been working on in our mastermind group, and I've just been kind of lagging on YouTube, but now I want to start doing YouTube more. So easiest thing for me is to work on my morning ritual. I enjoy a morning ritual. I live in Los Angeles. I'm a school principal, so I want to start Monday morning not with dread, not with worry, not with fear, but I want to start it ready to go for the week. So the important thing about having a morning ritual is this: wake up early enough to have a morning ritual. So I'm up early. I give myself about 90 minutes to 2 hours before I have to leave for work in order to have my morning ritual. That way I don't have to rush. I can get everything I want accomplished, and I can do it in a way where I'm at peace. So what I do each morning, I begin with a meditation. I've been using the Peloton app to meditate. This morning I did Zen in 10. Peloton app is great. You see the bicycle commercials, but they also have an app, and the app is very inexpensive. So I purchased that, did a 30-day trial, and have been using it to meditate since. I started off years ago meditating using Headspace. Now I meditate using Peloton. Meditation is great. Really has changed and worked wonders for me. Now, after I meditate, I move into the 5-minute journal. Developing a gratitude practice is very important. My wife got me this for Christmas. In the 5-minute journal, I start off by reading a quote. Now, the quote for today's date is, "Yesterday is history, tomorrow is a mystery, today is a gift. That's why it's called the present." Then after you read the quote, you move into 3 things you're grateful for, then what would make today great, then a daily affirmation. Then you come back at night and you will write down the things that you enjoyed about the day. Now, after I do my journal writing, I do my spiritual reading for today. So I'm using the Bible plan. The Bible app is a great way to develop plans for you. Rather than just reading randomly through the scriptures, I pick a plan. So I'm doing a 90-day plan. The 90-day plan will take you through the book of Psalms. So every day I read a different psalm, and it goes through the first 90 days of the Bible. I use the Bible app all the time. It keeps me organized. I've used it to read through the Bible at least 4 or 5 times throughout my lifetime. So it keeps you organized, keeps you steady, keeps you ready to go, and wakes up in a spiritual way. Now, book reading. Love to read books. I'll read a lot of books. But right now I'm reading this in the mornings. Timothy Keller, Every Good Endeavor, talking about our vocation. It's a good way to look at our vocation as an act of service. I'm a school principal. So for me, being in an act of service is natural. I go to work, I serve, there are people all around me that I have to serve. So I look at my work as an act of service and an act of vocation. And this morning, one of the things about being in leadership is that you have to prepare to be interrupted. Something will inevitably go wrong. I know there's a lot of people out there who talk about making plans and sticking to your plans. Well, you can do that, but you will be interrupted. And the way to deal with interruptions is just deal with it gracefully and with patience. Like, for example, this morning, I wanted to make some coffee. I couldn't find the coffee filters. Rather than getting mad and upset, which is the temptation, I just decided to make tea. So sometimes you may be confronted with something that doesn't go according to plan, so just change and adjust your plan. So that is my leadership lesson for today. Music. Love music. This morning, listened to Charlie Parker as I read and wrote in my journal, which I use each day. Like, I gotta tell you, I love this journal here, the Novel Journal. Really good. I picked this up in Chicago in Hyde Park over Christmas. Cool thing about this journal is that it has the words of a novel as the lines. Love it. So this is Dracula by Bram Stoker. Is really cool to have that as my journal. Okay, so getting ready to take a shower and then get into LA traffic for today, going to work, thinking about a podcast I want to listen to or an audiobook on Hoopla. I don't really pay for Audible. I know my wife has an Audible account. I love using Hoopla. It's free. It's from the library. So, gonna use that, fulfill my responsibilities, make a video for 90 days. Day 2, Stephen Thompson. Check out my podcast on Apple Podcasts, The Stephen Thompson Experience. Also, my blog, Stephen Thompson Revolution. I am working on my novel called The Adventures of Aquafunkapus and the Band of Misfits Heroes, my National Novel Writing Month novel that I wrote in November. I am now live crowdsourcing editing. So it's raw. Read it. Give me comments. Tell me if you like it. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.